Hi everyone, I'm Pastor Drew, and this is my Friday message. This week at Redeemer, we're in the book of Luke, looking at the story of Zacchaeus, the tax collector, meeting Jesus. This is one of my favorite stories because it shows Jesus and his willingness to be near people who you wouldn't expect him to be near. Zacchaeus is a wee little man. In fact, you might know the song like I know. Zacchaeus was a wee little man, and a wee little man was he. He climbed up in a sycamore tree for the Lord he wanted to see. You know it? Maybe not. But it goes on and it tells the rest of the story. And it says, and when the Savior passed his way, he looked up in the tree and said, Zacchaeus, you come down, for I'm going to your house today. For I'm going to your house today. That song, though it's a little kid's song, is a song that narrates the story. And Jesus, in fact, does invite himself over to Zacchaeus' house. And that's a big deal because Zacchaeus is wealthy. He's in the city of Jericho, and he's seen as a thief, as a cheat. He's a tax collector, and he's made a ton of money off the people, and especially the Jewish people. And so for Jesus to look up into the tree and say, Zacchaeus, I'm coming to your house, it created ripples throughout the city of Jericho, and I'm sure throughout Israel as people heard the story. But as the story goes on, Jesus, as he's at his house and he hears people grumbling that he's at this tax collector's house, this thief's house, Jesus says that this man is a son of Abraham. Because Zacchaeus' life is transformed in this encounter with Jesus. Zacchaeus says, he admits, he repents, he says, I've mistreated, I've overtaxed people, I've stolen from people. And he says, you know what, Lord, I'm going to repay 4 times over what I've done harm to people for. And so Jesus says, today this is a son of Abraham, not because of his bloodline, but because of his faith in Jesus, just like the faith that Abraham had. And so as we study this story this week, we hear Jesus say that he has come to seek and to save the lost. And that's good news. That's good news for me because I'm lost in my brokenness and my sin, and I need a Savior. That's good news for you because you're lost in your sin, in your brokenness, and you need a Savior. And it's the same good news for the whole world. And so as we gather this weekend, we're going to step into this story. And we're going to see a wee little man, a small little man, who doesn't have such small faith, be transformed by Jesus. We gather at 8 o'clock for our traditional service, at 9 o'clock for our growth hour in Sunday school, and at 10 o'clock for our contemporary service. I hope you can join us. If you can't, we're live at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning on our YouTube and our Facebook page. Also, we're on demand throughout the week. I pray that you would see the faith that Jesus has given to Zacchaeus, to you, and that you would celebrate together with all the host of heaven that he is the victor and that we can trust in him for everything. Have a great week, everyone. God bless.